To be here at the Melbourne Mind Body Spirit Festival. I'm from Sydney, but we have teachers down here in Melbourne as well, since we do teacher training that is actually worldwide, which is exciting. So today I'm going to be giving you a little background about LV Chair Yoga and also taking you through a chair yoga class so you can get fit where you sit. Exciting. So first of all, LV stands for Lakshmi Volkar, who created the program, Chair Yoga, and she created this back in 1982 when one of her students was stricken with rheumatoid arthritis. She was only 32 years old and couldn't get up and down off the mat. So Lakshmi was thinking, how am I going to help this person do yoga? Because she loved her yoga, and she was sitting on the couch one day just going, how am I going to do this? And her cat was wandering around, and she's like, patting the cat, looking for the cat. Chair yoga. That's what I'm doing. So if anyone, well, you guys probably don't know me because you're from Melbourne, I'm from Sydney, but I am an avid cat lover. So when I heard this story, I was like, this is the program for me, for sure. So that's how chair yoga was created, from a cat on her sofa, figuring out a way to help her student. And from there, in the 90s then, so she started teaching in the 80s, and then in the 90s they expanded to create teacher training because Lakshmi was really one person and she was in a predicament, how am I going to get this out to more people? So they created the chair yoga teacher training and also the DVD and CD, which you can purchase. So that's been going since the 90s. And then in 2014, I went over to New York because I was teaching a Zumba Gold class here up in Sydney, and I just did 3 breaths in and out, and at the end of the 3 breaths, everyone just went, and I was like, I need to do yoga with these people. And I couldn't find any seniors yoga classes in Australia really at that time. And I also love New York, so what a great excuse to go over there. And I had never heard of chair yoga before, but when I did the course, I just realized this is so great because it makes yoga accessible to everyone. It doesn't matter what body you're in, what physical ability, what age, what level of experience, what level of flexibility, you can still practice yoga. So from there, I went back and forth and trained with Lakshmi quite a few times. And then I was like, I'm in this predicament as well. One of me need to get this out to more people. How am I going to do that? So I asked them if they would come over and do a teacher training. But instead, it ended up being, would you like to be the teacher trainer for the Southern Hemisphere? So, of course, I couldn't say no to that. So I became the teacher trainer for the Southern Hemisphere, so now I'm training instructors here in Australia, New Zealand, got someone in Japan, all over. So we're really getting this wonderful, amazing, accessible yoga program out to everybody, which is so exciting. So that's how I came about, and everybody feels, the thing I love about it, I guess, the most is that when you come to a class, it doesn't matter who you are or anything, every single person in that room can practice at the same time. So a lot of the time you feel like you go to a yoga class and you're really intimidated by what's happening around you. Everybody's doing that. Why can't I do it? Oh my God, I'm not good enough. You know, I've had those moments plenty of time. I probably still have them sometimes, but try and shut that out. But you know, that's what happens because it is quite intimidating when you feel that you're unable to do the thing the instructor's saying and there's no options given to you. So this makes it accessible to everyone at the same time because we have these levels of flexibility. So you might just move your hand to here, someone might be there, someone might be there, someone might be there, but every single level you're at is perfect for where you're at today. So that's one of the things I really love about this program. So in saying that, I think we should get to experience what chair yoga is. So I would maybe suggest if you're right next to someone that you could move maybe one seat away so you have some space, although it could be nice and cozy. It's been done before. And when you're ready to, we're going to start to move ourselves into good postural alignment, into what we call sitting mountain. So first of all, you may find that you're sitting a bit like this. This is what I call slumpasana. Not allowed in chair yoga, yes? So We need to move towards the front of the chair a little bit so we have a bit of space behind. This way, you can't lean back into slumpasana and you have to sit up tall, right? All of a sudden, when you sit up tall, you can breathe better, yeah? You've got more space in your body to let the breath flow. So that's one good part of this. Take your fists together now and bring the fists in between the thighs. And then have a look down at your feet, but keep your spine really long. No slumping. And check the space between the arches of your feet. We want that to be the same distance. Middle toes pointing forward. And then we can sit back up nice and tall. Now I like to take the fleshy part of the bottom and move it to the side. So you can, and my classes go, what fleshy part? We don't have fleshy part. But move it to the side so you can feel grounded on the chair. Let the tailbone come down. Let the breastbone go high. Crown of the head reaching up for the sky. And then let's roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Does that feel better already? Yeah. If you don't remember anything else from this workshop, sitting mountain, yeah? Most important posture. From here, we're going to gently take the eyes either down low or close the eyes. Can you turn that down a little bit? Thank you. And just let the attention settle within. Maybe you can tune in to some of the sounds around you to begin with. And then let them gently float away and bring your attention within, perhaps letting it settle upon the breath. Maybe start to follow your breath as it moves around the body. Noticing how the breath is filling up all of those spaces within. Perhaps you can feel your breath going out to the front of the body, to the sides, maybe to the back. Perhaps the breath is flowing down into the belly. And every breath you can feel your belly expanding like a balloon within. Every exhale, that sense of deflation. And every inhale breath feels really. Noticing if you feel a little different already, probably. Feels good, doesn't it? Just a few breaths can change the way that you're feeling inside. Let's take a breath in now and draw the shoulders up towards the ears. As you exhale, let the shoulders melt down the back. And again, let's draw them up towards the ears. And as you exhale, let them melt down. And inhale, draw the shoulders up. And exhale, let them melt down. 2 more times, breathing in and exhaling down. Don't forget to smile. That's another important point of LV chair yoga. Exhaling down. Now let's roll the shoulders up, back, and set them back down in the back. Let's start to move our arms now. We'll take the left hand and we're going to bring it up, and you might just stop your hand here or perhaps here or maybe a little bit higher. And let's take the right hand and we'll take that down towards the ground. Now before we go any further, let's press the bottom of the feet down into the floor. Feel how much more stable you feel when you do that. So let's keep grounding the feet and we'll change the hands over. Big breath in at the top. And a big breath out. Breathing in, remembering to go to your own level of flexibility. And everyone's going to be different, right? We're all in different bodies. We've all had different experiences, different challenges, different triumphs. Wherever you are today is absolutely perfect for where you're supposed to be. There's no right, there's no wrong. There just is what is, right? Let's do one more. And then let's bring the hands down. We'll take the hands over the heart center. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, open your hands out. And if you find someone on the way, just give them a little love hug, a little love tickle. Bring it in. And exhale out. Speaking of love, I always love to do this on this one. Breathe in all the love of the room into your own heart. And then share your love out to everybody else. So breathe in, gather it all up, and then share it out. Aww. Can you feel it? Breathe it in and share it out. Nice. One more time. Breathing in. Are you still grounding your feet? Don't forget. Let's float the hands down now to the sides. And as you inhale, start to bring them up. Stretch the wrists out as wide as you can. And then exhale, coming down. And again, your hands might feel better just going like that. And that would be absolutely fine. Look like a little birdie. And then take them out. Look like a big birdie. And float down. And see if you can use your fingers maybe on the way down. Spread all the fingers out really nice and wide. Feel that beautiful stretch in the front of our hands. Really important because we're always holding things with our hands, so it's good to open up that way. One more time. And exhale down. Nice. Now let's bring the hands up in front and we'll bring them down. And again, you just choose your level of flexibility. Do that one more time. Then we're going to add something on to this, which is going to feel amazing. So this time when you take your arms up, breathe in, and as you exhale, and I want to hear it, yeah? Breathe in. Let it out. Breathing in. I can't hear anything. Come on, let it out. This is your opportunity. One more time. Everything you've got. You guys are shy, aren't you? Breathe in and bring the hands down to the lap. Does that feel better? Yeah, get rid of some of that stuff that gets stuck in there. All right, let's start to tilt the body now towards the right, and we're going to come forward. And I want you to imagine you've got a pencil on the top of your head and you're drawing circle on the roof with this pencil. So the spine is staying really nice and long. And what's happening to the feet and the legs? They're still in really good alignment, yeah? How's the breath going? Most important thing in our life, our breath. Wow. When you're ready to, we can change direction. Keep grounding the feet down and make your circles as big or as small as you would like. This one's a nice way to warm up as well on a cold day. Gets our root chakra going. Good way to feel grounded as well. Coming back into the center now. Beautiful. From there, we're going to heel toe our right foot out towards the side. And you might just take it to there. You might take it a bit further. You might find something in the way, so you can just stop wherever you get to. From here, we're going to take our left hand maybe to the shoulder. Or maybe we'll start to stretch it up a little higher. And then we'll start to let our right hand walk down the right leg as the left arm goes up to the sky. Good. And we want to keep this space really open, but also this side too, because we never want to crush our spine, yeah? So keep reaching up as you go down. And if your leg did go all the way out, you could do it with a longer leg. Remember this one. What happened to this leg though? The answer is nothing, yeah? Still in sitting mountain. Take one more beautiful breath in here and out. And then as you inhale, start to bring that back up to the center. Let's heel toe the leg back in towards the middle. And then we'll take it out in front. And again, you can just walk it to wherever feels good. Soften your knee. We don't want to ever lock our joints out. Lift up really tall. And as you exhale, let's start to come forward. But did you slouch forward or did you stay tall in your spine? Tall is the right answer. Good job. We're getting it. Because if you do this, I can't breathe, yeah? Oh, that's so much better. Now with your right hand, if you want, you could reach that one forward and you might let it come down to somewhere on your leg, wherever it goes. If you can reach your big toe, you might or squeeze your big toe. Most of you have shoes on, so you won't be wrapping around. Keep the spine really long. Beautiful work. One more breath here. As you inhale, press up through the leg. Let the arm rise to the sky. Bring that leg and hand back in. Let's heel toe the other side now. So walk out that left leg. And remember, you can stop at your level of flexibility. What's happening with the right leg? Good work. Good answer. Nothing. All right, let's breathe up. And let's come down. Now, what happened to this side of the spine? Nice. Remember to keep the spine. We always want space between all the bones. How's the breath? Taking one more. When you inhale, start to let that come back up. Heel toe your foot back into the middle and let it come out in front to where it feels good for you. Knee, soft, yeah? Lift tall and start to come forward, out from the hips. Hug the elbows in, the shoulders back, long spine. Then the left hand can start to move out to wherever feels good for your body, your arm. But if it makes you slouch forward to reach, then lift it up, yeah? Second most important thing in our life, our spine. In our body, maybe. In our life. But that's our life, right? We need that to get around. And now, inhale, let's come up. And then slowly bring that hand down. Bring your leg back into sitting mountain again. Check your alignment. I like to see that people are already doing that. It's fantastic. Because it really does make a big difference to your knees, yeah? If you start putting pressure on your knee and you've got this happening, ooh, ouchie. All right. So now, ground your feet down. Take a big breath in. Let the arms float up to where they go for you. Bring them together. As you exhale, start to lean forward out of your hips. Don't slouch asana. Hands to the thighs. Lengthen the heart. Draw the elbows in. And as you exhale, fold down, bring your palms together. Inhale and lift them up. And you might go there, you might go here, you might go higher. You choose. Make a little L shape with your thumb and forefinger. And as you exhale, let's take that to the right. And remember, we go up and over. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. That feels pretty good. Let's do it again. One more breath. Then we'll come back down into the middle. Bring the hands down to shoulder height. Now let's tuck in our right foot. So we come onto the ball of the foot. We don't want to be on the tippy toes because that's unstable, yeah? So we want to be on the ball of the foot. Then we're going to start to lean forward. And now you're going to feel your legs going, ooh, hello. Feel good? I'm not sure if that looks good or bad. All right, from there we take a breath in and press back. Wait for this one then. Bring this one in as well. And remember, you can leave them further out. They don't have to tuck all the way under. Press into the balls of your feet and let the heart start to come forward. Open the chest. Now you should feel like you're about to push yourself up off the chair. You don't have to do it, but you should feel like that because the legs are working, right? Woo, strong. Who said you can't work your legs in chair yoga? You can. Take one more breath. And then release that. Let's start to walk the feet out in front. And again, you stop where you feel good. Pull the toes back. Bring the hands up. Big breath in. Now, don't be tempted to, keep it tall. Let's go. Exhale. Long spine. Good. Then from there, keep your shoulders down, but start to move your hands to wherever they go. And remember that again here, we want to keep this space open because this is where the breath is happening as well. So let's try and draw the shoulders back a little bit. Make them broad. Make your hands like you're pressing into the wall. This is what I call sideways dog. Take one more breath. And on your inhale, press all the way up. Then bring your feet back into sitting mountain. Start to walk your feet out a little bit wider. Got enough room? Yeah, cool. Bring your hands to your heart center. Oh, first we should check how's the alignment in the legs. Pretty good? That looks good from here. Yeah. All right, hands to the heart. Now press your palms together. Let the elbows rise up. Take a breath in. Press into your feet. And as you exhale, start to come forward. Shoulders? It's got nothing to do with them. That's it. Now maybe you're just hovering over your legs, keeping the heart long, keeping the spine long, shoulders down, breath flowing. Are you getting to know each other really well over there? Yeah. Take one more breath. Can you feel your legs working? It's good pain. On your inhale, press up. Let the hands rise to the sky. Let's bring the hands back down to the heart center. Bring all of your fingertips and your thumb to touch and start to roll your hands around. Now this is great if you get cold in winter in your joints, or maybe you're working at a computer for too long. Yeah, this one is really good. Can you roll them around the other way? Feels a bit weird, doesn't it? But it's really good for our brain to do that. Change the pathways a little, create new ones. We get stuck in our habits, don't we? All right, now from there, we're going to just bring the base of the fingers together. So we've got all of the bottom part of our finger touching. And then we're going to open the base of the palms. So this is another really good stretch for that back side of the hands, you know. Opens up the fingers. You might even like to bring it out a little more. Just see. Keep pressing the tops of the fingers together. That feels so good. Yeah. And then we'll slowly bring that back in. Nice work. Let's roll the wrists all the way up now and take them again as high as you like. And then when you get to the top, change direction and start to roll down. This is also a really, really good one if you work on the computer. Keep going in that direction. Some people say, oh, chair yoga, that's only for seniors, isn't it? It's for every single body. Yeah? Shake your hands out. Even kids at school, can you imagine? If we get that into curriculum, yeah. Start them while they're young. That'd be great. All right, bring the hands down. Start to walk your feet back in. Let's see. Sitting mountain, do you need to check? Good. Let's breathe in nice and tall now. Bring the hands down to the shoulders and exhale, come forward over the legs. Good. Inhale, bring your hands together. Take them up nice and tall and back down to the heart center. Nice. Breathe in, let the arms rise up. As you exhale, fold forward over your legs. As you inhale, draw the hands to the thighs, hug the elbow, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, let the arms rise up. Exhale, bring them down to the shoulders and tuck in your left foot this time. Coming forward over the leg. Remember, we were on the ball of the foot, not the tippy toes. Take a breath. On your inhale, press back up. Nice. Tuck both feet in now and get that feeling of grounding into the floor so it feels like you could go whoop off the chair. And then start to open the chest, dive through your arms and breathe. How good is it to open the chest? Us forward beings all the time. This is good. Now let's start to come up from there. Walk the feet out. Soften the knees if you need. Breathe in and exhale. Start to come forward. Beautiful long spines, everyone. That looks amazing. Then, can we bring our hands forward a little bit, maybe? Just see how they go. Beautiful. I should get a stick and start tickling people in there. Then let's press up from there, bringing that back up. Come back into sitting mountain again. From here, let's heel toe the feet out. So come out to that beautiful wide mountain base. Now take the thumb on the inside edge of the left thigh. From here, we're going to breathe in, and as you exhale, start to slide your right hand back to your hip and turn the chest away. But what's happening to the left leg? Nothing. Good answer. There we go. We've got to keep that one stable. Now, this right hand might go onto the hip, maybe the shoulder. It might even reach out behind if you've got space to reach it out. And keep the breath flowing. Every inhale creates space, and every exhale is that softening into the space. And on the next inhale, gently bring that back to the center. Press into the right thigh and start to turn to the left. What's happening to the legs? Choose your level of flexibility for your arm. You decide what feels good today in your body. You're the only one who knows that. No one else is in there. Taking one more beautiful breath here. And then slowly return back to the center. Let's heel toe the feet back into sitting mountain. Now, let's take a big breath in. And exhale, we'll fold over the legs. Bring the hands in and inhale, lift up tall. As you exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Nice. Now, I want to show you something that's really amazing for your knees. This is going to make them feel juicy. So let's start by bringing our... I know you're like, what is going to happen? So we're going to do some of our knee acupressure movements. And again, this is so good if you get kind of cold joints or any osteoarthritis, things like that. This is amazing for this because this gets the blood flow, the nutrients to the knees. And even if you don't have any of that stuff, it just feels really amazing. So let's do it. Let's bring one hand on top of the other and we'll start to circle. I've been looking forward to this, by the way, the whole class. I'm just waiting for this part. Let's start to circle the hands all the way around. And make sure you go the other direction as well. And remember which hand is on top because we should probably change it next time for our brains, right? Yeah. Okay, now get your fingers and start to pinch around all the fleshy part. And you just pinch as hard as you feel is comfortable for you. Get into all the little fleshy parts of the knee, even in the kneecap. Oh, yeah. It's feeling good already, hey? And then we can start to tap all around that fleshy part of the knee as well. Now, if you're leaning forward, how's the spine? I know, right? We forget so quickly, don't we? Oh, yeah. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, that feels so good. Then we're going to take our thumbs in the side and our fingers go underneath the knee. And we're going to press into the left foot and lift the right foot up. Now, we have to use our strong muscles to do this. And then we're going to take the leg out and in, little pumps forward and back. How often do we give attention to that bit under our knee? We don't really ever think about it, do we? Poor little back of the knee. It's getting lonely. Let's bring that down and we'll do another rub all the way around. And other direction. Did you change your hand? Probably not yet. You did? Good job. Trick the brain. Okay, then most important, we have to give it a kiss. And we have to say, thank you, knee. You're amazing. You do so much for me. Thank you so much. Right? Never use the word bad knee, bad shoulder, bad arm. That's not how we have to talk to our bodies. It's a good knee, just experiencing a challenge at the moment. Yeah? That can be overcome. If you keep telling it it's bad, it's going to believe it. It's never going to get better. Right? Let's do the other side. It's getting jealous. Oh, nice. Circle around. Wait. Catch myself all the time. Let's change direction. How good does that right knee feel though? Can you feel that? Ah, so good. All right, little pinches all the way around. And you can do this anytime. You can do it for longer, a little bit longer if you like, or anytime you feel like it. The other day I just thought it was really cold and I was like, oh, my knees feel really stiff. So I just did a bit of this and much better. And it lasts for a while, too. Now little taps all the way around. How's the spine? Check in. I've been singing this tappity tap tap tappity tap song when I've been doing this in my classes. I was about to bust out with it, then I remembered what I was doing. All right, then we're going to bring in the thumbs into the side of the knee and the fingers underneath. Lift up strong and start to let the knee palm forward and back. And then let's let that down. Give it a rub around. Oh, yeah. Wait, hands. You've already done it, haven't you? And here I am doing the same hand again. And then most importantly, I love you so much. Thank you for everything you do for me. It's such a good knee. Thank you, thank you. And then bring it back into sitting mountain. How does that feel? Good? Yeah. So anytime you feel like you need a little bit of lubrication, what's the time? Feel free to just throw those in. They're easy to do, right? And how do the hands feel as well? Warm. Yeah, really good way to warm up the hands as well. All right, so let's take a big breath in. And exhale, bring the hands down to the heart center. Nice. Let's heel toe our feet together. We're going to take a little twist just before we finish up. So take a big breath in. As you exhale, let your hands slide towards the outer edge of your left thigh. Now your left thigh. Your left hand may go to the hip again, or maybe it'll find the back of the chair. Lift up really tall, and as you exhale, twist gently. Twisting is so important for us as well because we go forward and back a lot, but we also need a rotation in our spine too. Hey, what's happening with the knees? Is one going in front of the other? If it is, there's a high possibility your hips moved a little bit. What we want when we twist is always one part of our body to be stable and then the other part, so the pelvis will be stable, the ribs would move away. Yeah? Okay, we'll come back into the center. Let the hands rise up. Chair pose in the chair. And then bring your hands back down. Take your left hand to the outer edge of the right thigh and gently turn around. Take a big breath in. Get really tall. Hug your legs together. Make sure one knee doesn't slide in front of the other. And on your exhale, you're softening. And then let's come back around to the front. Take your legs back out to sitting mountain. Bring your hands around behind. Take the fingertips onto the chair or perhaps on your hips and let the heart lift up. Hug the shoulders together. Now, when you lift your head, have a look up to the top corner of the room where the roof meets the wall. We never really want to tilt the head all the way back because we have all these nerves here. And again, that's part of our spine, so we don't want to crush that either. And we don't want to crush all the nerves there. So just let the head drift up a little, but looking just to the top corner of the room. Feel the breath as it flows down into the front of the body. And taking one more gorgeous breath here. And we'll let that release. Nice. So now, if you want to, we're going to move into just a short meditation. So if you want to, you can sit back in your chair, but we don't want to go completely slumpasana. You can go a little bit slumpasana. It's the only time you're allowed to, right? But keep the breath space open so that you can still breathe properly. And you're welcome to sit up tall if that feels better for you. So we'll just start by closing the eyes again. And we'll just let the attention shift from the outside world, from everything that we've been doing, to the world that lies within us. starting to follow the breath, allowing the breath to fill up all the spaces within. Every breath feeling expansive and softening. Just allowing the breath to guide you down into that beautiful place of deep inner stillness. And every exhalation breath, softening, releasing, letting go. Finding your way down into that place of deep rest that lies within. When you get to this place of deep inner stillness, you know that you are completely safe. You are completely loved and completely protected. This place of deep inner stillness is full of peace. It feels really good to be here. You feel like you've come home. Breathe in this feeling of peace to every cell of your entire being. Allow it to become a part of you. As you breathe in this peace to your being, notice how calm it has become, how steady you feel. Spend a few more breaths here, really enjoying this peace, this steadiness. And remember this feeling. Know that you can come back here whenever you want. Doesn't matter where you are, what you're doing, who you're with. This is your place, yours alone. No one else can touch it. This peace is a part of you, and you come back whenever you like. And start to follow the breath around the body again. Allow the inhalation breath to start to guide you back into your body, noticing perhaps the body as it sits on the chair, the weight of the body, the density of the muscles. And take your breath then down to your fingers and toes and give them a little wiggle. start to make some movement in your body. Maybe you'd like to take a stretch, whatever way feels good for you. You don't even have to open your eyes. You don't have to think about it. Just move in a way that feels good for you. And when you're ready to, we'll come back into a place of stillness. Perhaps opening the eyes, maybe just keeping the gaze low. We'll bring the hands up to the heart center. And let's bow the eyes down towards the heart to acknowledge the beautiful, loving, kind, compassionate, open hearts that lie within us. May all beings be held with love. Namaste, everybody. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. I hope you really enjoyed it. I've got a newsletter that goes out every month with different tips about not just chair yoga, but other interesting stuff as well, recipes and just my general thoughts about things. Whatever's coming out on that month could be different every time. But please feel free to sign up. And also, if you'd like some information about our teacher training, it is open to everybody. You don't have to be a yoga teacher because we want to make that inclusive as well. We include so much stuff in our manual. You'll never have to look for any other information to teach the classes. It's really jam-packed with a lot of stuff. So feel free to take a flyer or just sign up to our mailing list, and I'll be over there afterwards as well if you'd like to come and say hi. I'd really love to meet you now that we've shared that beautiful experience together. Thank you so much, everyone. Namaste. Thank you.
Loved it.